Alright, on to shielded metal arc welding. We're just going to go over some of the safety right now. None of your skin should be exposed. You even want to tighten up your neck. If your skin's exposed, you can get a pretty good sunburn. So notice I have my welding helmet, the jacket on, the gloves. You're not going to look at an electric arc hazard. Permanent damage to vision or loss of vision can be the result, or you can just get a burn in your eyes that can last days. Proper welding helmet is required. At least it's shape 10 on here. Steel melts at 2,200 degrees Fahrenheit. The electric arc can be up to 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, so heat is a definite problem. You don't want to touch this stuff with your hands. You want to have a pliers along here to pick up the metal with, so that's some kind of pliers that when you're done welding, you'll pick up the metal with it. Long pants and sleeves must be worn. You want to wear shoes that are closed-toed. And you're only going to weld in a well-ventilated area. So you can see that I've got my ventilation right here. So I put that as close to my workpiece as possible to suck up all those fumes. You don't want to inhale any fumes. You're going to warn others when you're striking an arc by saying cover. So say cover, and then everybody will basically flip their helmets down or get out of the way. And you're never going to lay the electrode holder down on the bench. So we have our ground clamp right here and our electrode holder where we would ground off the table by going like this, get it to the table, and then we would never want to lay this down on the bench because that would complete the circuit and then that would spark. So you're always going to take this and put it back on the top of the welder or hang it up somewhere that's insulated. And you're never going to weld on a closed container without proper instruction because the container could explode. Alright, so we're going to go over just the basics of this. You're going to go find your electrode, and then here's an electrode right here. You're going to look for the number on the electrode, which is right next to the wire. So we have our white stuff right here that's flux. We have our numbering system, which tells you specific things about the electrode, the position that it can weld in, the tensile strength, things like that. You're going to take your electrode then and look up on the Miller Weld app. So you're going to take it on your phone and you're going to look up on the Miller Weld app or on your actual welder the information about the rod, how much amperage is run through, things of that nature. You'll go back and set your amperage, and then you'll go ahead and make sure you have your gloves on and take your stick and put it in the electrode holder. So you take the electrode holder, there's a lot of different ways you can put your stick in the electrode holder, and I like to put it in kind of at an angle because it gets my head closer to the piece of metal. You're going to say cover, you get your workpiece right here, put it on the table, make sure it's grounded so that it's going to go down to the ground, and if you're actually welding, you'll put your helmet down, get close, and you'll strike your arc. So you can see that I'm striking it like a match. I don't have the electricity on right now, so I'm going to show you that I'm striking it like a match, bringing it back. You circle around a couple times right here, and then you're going to go straight 90 and then the travel angle of 15. So you're going to be straight up and down, and then the direction that you're traveling is going to be about 15 degrees. And then as far as 70-18 goes, you're going to drag it right on the plate. Pretty much for everything you do in metals, when you're going to drag it right on the plate until you get a little bit more advanced and you'll do a new technique. Alright, and that's about it.